Libra, welcome to Spiritual Guidance Tarot. I'll be doing your April 2018 reading. Okay, before I proceed, I'll just let you know what I'm going to use for the main spread. In terms of the cards I'm using, okay, so we've got the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. And then I'm also using the Angel Answer cards, and that's by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. And we're also using the Romance Angel cards, and again that is by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so if you are wanting to purchase the cards, then you can do, and you know what they look like. Okay, so let's get straight into the reading then. Okay then, so Libra, so we've got here in a central issue or present situation, we've got a 10 of coins in the upright, we've got the 10 of cups in the reverse, and we've got the 5 of cups in the reverse. So it seems like materially, financially, Libra, you are prospering, especially within the home environment. There's on a financial, material level, things are working out. However, on an emotional level, you don't feel emotionally content. You don't feel that emotional happiness, perhaps within the home environment, even though there's material and financial prosperity. Emotionally, on an emotional level, you don't feel happy. Perhaps because with the 5 of Cups, you're overcoming some regret and loss here. So that's 5 of Cups, regret and loss. That's overcoming out of that phase of feeling the loss and the regret here. In the recent past, we've got the Fool card, we've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse, and we've got the Hangman in the reverse. So that's in the upright, the Hangman, as you can see, because it's the Hangman, and then it's in the reverse. Okay, so we've got the Fool card. Right, the Fool card does represent an Aries in the tarot, but it doesn't have to be. But the Fool card represents someone venturing out to new territory, taking that leap of faith. You know, the person just goes out and ventures to see what is out there in the unknown, basically. However, with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, this could potentially be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius individual. So that's what it looks like in the upright. And perhaps someone here is quite verbally harsh towards you, or there's an air sign around you who's quite verbally harsh. Okay, and then we've got the Hangman, which has kind of been left in limbo here, stagnant. So perhaps there's a new beginning that you want to pursue, a new venture, perhaps with a air sign individual who is quite verbally harsh, and as a result, it's kind of left you out, well, because over the Hangman's in the reverse, so that's in the upright, that means being in limbo, in stagnation. In the reverse, it means you're coming out of that. So perhaps there's a new beginning, perhaps a air sign individual who is quite verbally harsh, where they feel like they're coming out in a limbo, stagnant situation, or perhaps you starting a new beginning because you're going to cut through the crap, through the bullshit with this Queen of Swords in the reverse. Maybe quite harsh in the way which you would do that, because you want to come out feeling like this stagnant sort of limbo situation that you're in at the moment. In the distant past then, Libra, you've got the Justice card in the upright, you've got the 9 of Swords in the upright, and the 2 of Wands. So in the far distant past, Libra, you had Justice card in the upright, which could very much be you, because that's the Libra card in the tarot, the Justice here. However, there might be some sort of, you have to gain some sort of equilibrium back into some situation, pertaining perhaps with the 9 of Swords, where it was keeping you up at night. They had some anxiety, and perhaps that's why initially you wanted some sort of equilibrium, some sort of balance to come back in again, because of some sort of anxiety that you weren't able to sleep at night. And it could be over something where there's 2 paths that you have to choose from, either 2 paths in either 2 relationships, 2 loves, on a romance sense, or a project where you've got 2 paths to choose from and you feel like at a crossroads, and that's keeping you up at night. You're not quite sure what to do about that. On the root or a psychological level, it's showing here that the Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Hermit card in the reverse, and the Temperance card in the upright. So with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, it seems like on a mental or a psychological level, on the root level, it seems like you're coming out of some sort of betrayal or hurt. It could be associated with a Virgo, which is the Hermit in the reverse, someone who, perhaps a Virgo who is very critical, quite greedy, quite selfish, quite harsh in the way they kind of discuss their thoughts. Because the Virgo on the negative side can be quite critical, the chronic complainers, very demanding when they want to be, in terms of the Virgo traits. So possibly it could be a Virgo person, or perhaps this could be you feeling betrayed and stabbed in the back, and as a result, because you're coming out of that feeling betrayed and stabbed back, you're coming out of solitude. That's another storyline that I could add on that as well. And as a result, you're feeling balance again. And that could be a Sagittarius person as well. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but this is regaining balance in a situation with the Temperance card. So then now we've got on the overall energies, we've got the Queen of Cups in the upright, we've got the Six of Cups in the upright, we've got the Five of Wands in the upright. So it's showing here, Libra, that you've got Queen of Cups. This is pertaining a Cancer, Scorpio or a Pisces individual. They're very nurturing, they're very caring, they're very mature. There can be some sort of counsellor or advisor on that type of level. And the Six of Cups is looking to the past, looking back at the good memories of the past, you know, nostalgia, reminiscing. And then you've got the Five of Wands, which is a conflict card. So perhaps there's a water sign around you who's quite nurturing, quite caring, where you're looking back at the past, or you're viewing on the past what happened, about some conflict that perhaps you had with this sort of water sign individual, someone has the qualities of this water sign. Now, on the recent future section, we've got the Devil card in the reverse, we've got the Three of Wands in the upright, and we've got the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Coins in the upright. So with the Devil card in the reverse, it feels like in the recent future you'll be coming out of some sort of toxic situation. Okay? It could be because you were waiting for something to come in, and it seemed like something did, because now with the Nine of Coins you're feeling content with what you have materially and financially. And it's kind of interesting because in the central issue, even though it seems to be like showing here emotionally off balance in April 2000, but in terms of the material and financial side, things seem to be quite steady. That's one thing I've kind of picked up here. And now coming out feeling like betrayed and stabbed in the back on some level, and you're coming out of a toxic situation here, and I feel like it might be on some sort of emotional level, or some sort of decision you had to make on something. Looking at the advice card then, Libra, we've got the Seven of Coins, the Eight of Coins, and the Four of Swords. So the Seven of Coins can pertain to, the advice could be to Seven of Coins to financially invest in something that's worth investing for. Eight of Coins, look after and work hard at your finances. And the Four of Swords, take a break when you need to take a break. So perhaps you've been working so hard on your finances and investing in something, perhaps you're not being able to have a time out for yourself and a break. So advice is probably take a time out and a break. Okay, with the Four of Swords here. Right, so on the external level, what's happening around you on an environmental level? So we've got the Lovers card reverse. We've got the Page of Cups in the reverse. And we've got the King of Swords in the reverse, which is quite interesting. So it's showing here with the Lovers card, it could show some sort of relationship or some sort of partnership that's not working out. With Love cards in reverse, like with the Lovers in the upright, it could pertain to Gemini, by the way, because it's a Gemini in the tarot card reading. In the upright, showing that a relationship and a partnership, there's some sort of mutual agreement when it's in the upright, but however, when it's in the reverse, it's not a mutual agreement. You're not seeing eye to eye, and it could be with potentially with a younger water sign, Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces, where they're feeling quite perhaps a bit emotionally manipulative, quite immature in what they do, not being realistic in the situation. They want to see what the reality for what it really is. And then we've got the King of Swords in the reverse, which could potentially be a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius. So this could be you, Libra. And kings are more like mature, wise types of energies. But when the King of Swords is in the reverse, it's showing someone who's quite, because it's swords energy, someone who's quite verbally quite harsh. Someone who can be quite direct. Someone who lacks emotions in the reverse as well, and not being fair. Okay, so there could be some sort of partnership or some sort of mutual agreement with someone with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces, where you two are not seeing eye to eye, perhaps because this water sign person is being quite immature, is not being realistic, is being impractical, bit of a dreamer, maybe controlling, manipulative on some degree, and as a result, you're feeling quite verbally coming off being quite harsh. You've been perhaps being unfair in the situation because of it. Okay. In the overall, well, the hope, wishes and fears then, we've got the Ten of Wands, we've got the Two of Coins and Ace of Coins. So the Ten of Wands is, you hope that you don't feel as burdened as much, or you feel like you're carrying the weight on your shoulders, and you're hoping that you weren't so having to take responsibility for everything. And you're hoping perhaps you can drop the weighing the pros and cons on a situation, perhaps something on a material and financial level here. And that some sort of solid offer would come through on a financial and a business front. So there could be some sort of responsibility with sustaining your finances or a career-related matter, and perhaps you're weighing the pros and cons, and you're hoping to kind of overcome weighing the pros and cons of a situation, because if you like some sort of indecision with that, and perhaps you're responsible for this indecision about weighing the pros and cons of this financial but career-related matter, because you hope that something solid will come through, a business offer, a financial offer here, and the hopes and wishes and fears. So your hopes and wishes and fears is to probably have a good business financial offer to come through, so you can come out feeling in this sort of like weighing the pros and cons of a situation, because right now you feel kind of you've got the burden on your shoulders and you're hoping they can come out of that. So now we've got the outcome card, or cards rather. We've got the Eight of Cups, we've got the Chariot in the reverse, and we've got the Seven of Wands. So it seems like here, Libra, that with Eight of Cups you're walking away from a situation or someone that's not serving you anymore. It could be because things are not perhaps moving forward as you like or quick enough. And as a result you're blocking this person out with the Seven of Wands, or you're probably rejecting them. Okay. So it's a very much quite straightforward reading. I don't feel there's anything that needs to be perhaps clarified per se. Let's just have a look. I'll just clarify the central issue with the Five of Cups here and the Ten of Cups to see why those two are reversed. So please Spirit Universe, hold on. Please Spirit Universe, why the Five of Cups and Ten of Cups are in reverse? For Libra in April 2018, please show me. So, okay, so we've got two cards here not wanting to come out. So we've got the Four of Wands in the reverse, and we've got the Strength card. So it seems like here, Libra, that even though on a financial and material level, you feel like things are quite sort of prosperous on, there's material prosperity here, the Ten of Coins on a financial front within the family. However, emotionally, you feel discontent or you don't feel happy emotionally in a situation. As a result, you're coming over some sort of loss and regret emotionally, because the Five of Cups is overcoming that. Or perhaps you're not able to come that in the reverse, because this is overcoming loss and regret in the upright, but in the reverse, perhaps there's some stalling of that. Overcoming some sort of loss and regret here emotionally. It could be pertaining to the family, with the Four of Wands in the reverse. And there may be some sort of instability in the family life. but you've got the strength and the courage to deal with the situation here. Or perhaps you're calling on for strength to deal with this emotional situation within the family environment, where you can overcome some sort of regret and loss, or you're perhaps still not being able to do that yet because some sort of instability in the family side of things, or the home life. But you've got the strength there, or you need to call on for having the strength to deal with the situation. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, Libra, is your answer cards for April 2018. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and just see what comes out. I normally do it in threes, so let's have a look. So please, Spirit Universe, what is the advice you've got for Libra in April 2018? Please show me. Spirit Universe, what's the advice you've got for Libra in April 2018? Please show me. Okay, so there's something better. So something better is going to come along. Okay, so it looks like these cards are wanting to come out. Let's have a look. I know I said they normally take out three, but perhaps you need an extra clarifier here. Okay, so we've got there's something better. You're ready to probably try something new or something that's better to come along. Look for a sign and take action. Okay, so there's something better. You're ready. Look for a sign. Take action. Okay, so now it's time to take action, Libra, on a situation, because something better is going to come along, and there is going to be some sort of sign. To look for that sign when you're ready to take action there on a situation. Let's do a romance advice card for the reading. So please, Spirit Universe, what is the advice or romance advice for April 2018 in this Libra reading? Please show me. Please show me what the Libra romance advice card is. Okay, I just wanted to pop out. So we've got the codependency here. Addictions are affecting your romance life. We've got 2 cards up here. That's perfect. So we've got 3 cards in total. So we've got stay optimistic in your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. There's some sort of deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in a relationship. So there's some sort of codependency in a relationship, Libra. But do stay optimistic about your love life. And perhaps someone around you in a romantic sense is not what they appear to be, or they're not giving you the full information for who they really are. Okay. So Libra, that is your April 2018 reading. If you want any further information to how I can do your reading, if it's a love reading, I can do that. I was actually thinking to do a separate love reading altogether for all the signs. So if you are interested in that, do let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in May 2018. Thank you.